Hi everyone, welcome to our tutorial video for this morning. So today we will be tackling about factoring polynomials. Before we proceed, let us first start with our learning objectives. So our target for this morning is we can demonstrate an understanding of factoring polynomials, and we can explain the process of factoring polynomials using its methods. So the question now is, what is factoring? What is factoring in algebra, by the way? So let's define the factoring in algebra. Factoring in algebra means it is the process by which one tries to make a mathematical expression look alike, a multiplication problem, by looking for the factors. Basically, factoring reverses the multiplication process. So, factoring, we can also apply factoring in polynomials. So, what is factoring a polynomials? Factoring a polynomials is the process of decomposing a polynomial into a product of two or more polynomials. Factoring polynomials is done in a pretty much the same manner. We determine all the terms that were multiplied together to get the given polynomials. We then try to factor each of the terms we found in the first step. This continues until we simply can't factor anymore. When we can't do any more factoring, that is the time when we can say that that polynomial is completely factored. So, for example, like this. We have here f of x equals x squared plus 5x plus 6. So we will be looking for a whole number that is divisible by 6. And when we add, it will result to 5x. So that is 2 and 3. Yes, 2 and 3. That is the divisible of 6. And when we add that one, it will result to 5. So we can decompose it into f of x equals the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x plus 2. So that is the factored form of our given example, f of x equals x squared plus 5x plus 6. So now, let's proceed now to the methods for factoring a polynomial. So the first method of factoring a polynomial is what we call the greatest common factor, or the GCF. We will always look for the greatest common factor before factoring the polynomials. The second one is factoring by groupings. Factoring by groupings means that we will group each terms with common factors before factoring. The third is differences of perfect square. The difference of two squares is a squared number subtracted from another squared number. The fourth one is sum and the difference of cubes. When we say that a polynomial in the form of a cubes plus b cubes is called sum of cubes, while a polynomial in the form of a cubes minus b cubes is called a difference of cubes. And the last one is factoring trinomials. What is trinomials? Trinomials is a polynomial consisting of 3 terms or monomials. So now we have here an example, 8x cubed plus 12x squared plus 6x. So we will be going to use the GCF method, or the greatest common factor method. First thing we do, we will be going to look for a number that when we multiply, it will result to 18x, 12x, and 6x. So that would be 2x, 3x, and 6x. So as what I said earlier, we will be going to look for a greatest number. So I think 6x is the greatest number that is divisible by this given example. So this could be written like 6x times the quantity of 3x squared plus 2x plus 6. 1. Sorry, that would be 1. Because when we multiply 6x times 3x squared, that would be 18x cubed. 6x times 2x, that would be 12x squared. And 6x times 1, 6x. So there you have it. So this is our factored form of our given example. So now, we also have here an example 4x squared minus 81y squared. So there. As you can see, we have here the two squares. Here, two squares. So we will be going to factor first this first term, the 4x squared. So what are those numbers that is divisible by 4x squared? So we have 2x times 2x. So there. And what are those numbers that is divisible by 81y squared? So those are 9y times 9y. So there. We have here na the factored form of this binomial. What do you call this? Binomial. Because it consists of two terms. We have the 4x squared and we have the 81y squared. So according to the difference of perfect square, this will be written as the quantity of 2x plus 9y times the quantity of 2x minus 9y. So there. So this is our factored form of our given example number 2. Because when we multiply 2x times 2x, it will result to 4x squared, and 9y times negative 9y, it will result to negative 81y squared. So there. So no questions? I think none. So thank you for listening. Bye! Ika'y biglang natauhan.